Good morning, students. Welcome back to the online class 12th solution chapter. So, colligative property we discussed in last class. In that, 4 colligative properties we have studied. First colligative property, relative lowering of vapor pressure, we have discussed already in the previous class. Now, the second one, elevation of boiling point. The second one, elevation of boiling point. So, before going to that, what is meant by boiling point? The boiling point is one. Suppose if I take a solution in a beaker and I am heating, so a pressure will be developed inside. That pressure is known as vapor pressure. Above the water there is another pressure called the atmospheric pressure. At one stage this vapor pressure is equal to atmospheric pressure. At one stage this vapor pressure is equal to atmospheric pressure, and this is known as the boiling point. This is known as the boiling point. The boiling point is the temperature at which vapor pressure and atmospheric pressures are equal. After that, what happens after boiling point? The vapor pressure will increase. Previously atmospheric pressure will be more. So after that vapor pressure will be more. So the liquid gets vaporized. Now if I draw a diagram for vapor pressure and temperature, so here I am drawing for solution and the solvent. So if I take water, the boiling point of water will be 100 degree Celsius. The boiling point of water will be 100 degree Celsius. That I am noting out as a TB naught. TB naught is the boiling point of water. Then after putting salt, after adding salt, I am heating. The boiling point will increase. For example, the boiling point is increased to 104 degree Celsius. So the boiling point will elevate. So if adding the solute, the boiling point gets elevated. That is known as the colligative property, elevation of boiling point. So this difference is the delta TB. The delta TB is TB minus TB naught. TB minus TB naught, that is the boiling point of the solution minus boiling point of the solvent. And this delta TB naught, this delta TB naught is also proportional to the molar concentration of the solution. This delta TB naught is also proportional to molar concentration. So molar concentration is given by the symbol small m. And if I want to remove the proportional, I have to put a proportionality constant kb into m. So the kb is known as molar elevation constant, or also called as ebullioscopic constant. Ebullioscopic constant. The Kb has the name ebullioscopic. How will you define a ebullioscopic constant? It is the change in the elevation of the boiling point at 1 molar solution. If it is 1, then Kb equal to delta Tb. For 1 molar solution, the change in the elevation boiling point is known as ebullioscopic constant. Now, what is molality? Molality is N2 by W1 in kg. So molality is number of moles of solute by weight of the solvent in kg. Then if I want to remove in kg in gram, so you know that 1000 gram equal to 1 kg. So I have to divide it by 1000. That 1000 will go to the numerator. That 1000 will go to the numerator here, divided by W1. And what is N2? N2 is number of moles. What is number of moles? That is weight by molecular weight. So here N2, 2 stands for solute. So here W2 divided by M2 equal to delta TB. This is a very important expression for elevation of boiling point. The elevation of boiling point, delta TB equal to Kb into W2 by M2 into 1000 by W1, where Kb is called as ebullioscopic constant. Again, based on this, we are having problems in this lesson. Problem is very important. Here problem, example 2.8, there is a problem. We will work out one problem. So in this problem, they have given boiling point of benzene. Boiling point is given as 353. So benzene is a solvent. So and boiling point of the solution, first you have to calculate delta TB. Delta TB is what? TB minus TB naught. So here, which is the solvent? Solvent is the benzene. So 354.11 minus 353.23. 53.23. So this is the solvent and this is the solution. Solution minus solvent, you subtract it, 354.11, 353.23. So you borrow, this will become 3, this will become, so here we put 1, here becomes 0, 10. So here 11 minus 3, 8, 10 minus 2, 8, 0.88. 0.88 is delta TB. Delta TB, K value is given, KB is given, so everything is given. So from this formula, so I want only M2. Molecular mass we have to calculate. So M2 I am bringing here. So M2 equal to Kb into W2 by delta TB into 1000 into W1. So Kb is it is given here 2.53 into W2 is given as 1.8, delta TB 0.88 into 1000 divided by W1. W1 is 90. See, so simplifying this, so simplify all these values, you will get 58 is the answer. The 58 gram per mole. So this is the answer. So by which we can able to calculate molecular mass of the solute. So this molecular mass problem is very important. So from the solution, what compound and what is the molecular mass they are asking. So this is the answer. Now next, third one, we are going to study the freezing point. Depression. Third one, depression of freezing point. The freezing point will get lowered. Again we are drawing a graph. In the graph, vapor pressure in y axis, temperature in x axis. Then after drawing the graph here for so we have seen that for the boiling point we have seen the topmost edge, whereas here you have to see the bottom, that is the freezing point. So the freezing point of solvent here TF, so TF naught, here TF, the difference is delta TF. So what is delta TF? The delta TF is equal to TF naught minus TF. Here solvent will be more. After adding the solute, the freezing point will lower. So solvent will have more freezing point. So solvent minus, so freezing point of solvent minus freezing point of solution. Solvent minus solution. For solvent I told that we always have to put naught for solvent. So this you remember. And also delta TF is proportional to the molality, molal solution. Molality is 1 unit. So if I want to remove the proportionality, I have to multiply a constant. That constant is Kf. So Kf into m. This Kf is called as molal depression constant. Molal depression constant, or we can also call this cryoscopic constant. Cryoscopic constant. There we have studied ebullioscopic constant, here cryoscopic constant. Now, what is cryoscopic constant? If for 1 molal solution, the depression in freezing point is called as the cryoscopic constant. And if I want to convert, what is molality? Molality is N2 by W1 in terms of kg. Molality, what is the definition? Number of moles of solute by the weight of the solvent in kg. Again, if I convert into gram, I have to put 1000 divided by W1 into W2 by M2, because N2 is equal to weight W2 by N2. This is delta TF. So this expression also very important. How we derived for delta TB, like that we have deriving for delta TF also, that is also very important. And based on this there is a problem here. Problem is very important. Again, molecular weight we have to calculate. This is exercise question 2.1010. Here W2, everything they are given. They are asking what is M2, what is the molar mass they are asking. So from this formula, just I shifting the M2 on other side, M2 equal to Kf into W2 divided by delta Tf into 1000 by W1. So Kf value is given 5.12 into W2 is 1 gram, and delta TF also given. Here delta TF is given. Delta TF always small value, because that is a difference will be only 0.2, 0.3, and 1000 into W1 is 50. So simplify it, 0 will get cancelled, 20 on simplifying you will get 256 gram per mole. This is the molecular mass of the solute. The molecular mass of the solute we can calculate by using freezing point, or we can calculate using by boiling point. So by this method we can able to find out the molecular mass of the unknown solution. These are the 2 colligative properties today we have learned. One is elevation of boiling point, another one is depression of freezing point. In both we have derived 2 expressions. The 2 expressions are very important, and in both the cases constant. What is the constant? Kb, Kf. Kb is called as ebullioscopic constant, Kf is called as cryoscopic constant. Okay, so dear students, please work out the problem. Many type of problem based on this, so I will give some homework also based on this. Okay, thank you.